Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today it's time for Lime's Diablo F450 to have a showdown against Monstermax 2. Now, this was a very highly requested battle ever since I posted my first video about the Diablo F450, and we've got some interesting tests in store today. Some of them revolve around just standard off-road driving, and others revolve around some slightly more creative scenarios. And then others, I'm sort of leaving up to the moment as I create them. Now, without any further ado, I'm going to go ahead and actually fire these up right off the bat. We've already set them up as they are going to be for this comparison. Now, they both have upgraded gearboxes, especially Monstermax 2, because the standard gearbox is more realistic and doesn't really go all that fast. But for this particular comparison, I wanted them both to have faster gearboxes, and the Diablo F450 is using its middle engine instead of its top engine, because its top engine will literally send it to space, and I don't necessarily mean that it'll glitch out and actually launch into the air, but my point being with that is that if I give the Diablo F450 the top engine, in terms of speed, it would pretty much leave Monstermax 2 behind, and I wanted to make this test at least somewhat fair. So, what we're going to do is we're going to fire up Monstermax 2 first, we're going to take it through a couple of challenges, and then we're going to see if the Diablo F450 can keep up. This thing sounds so good, and it looks amazing too. That's one of the things that I've always loved about Monstermax 2 is that not only does it like look amazing, but it has the performance to back it up. It always has. Now, let's make our way out here into the river first. And normally this wouldn't be that much of a test, but like with these two trucks, they're so incredibly enormous that the river ends up being a really good measure of their capability in water. Now, real quick, I want to verify that I have the fast transmission on it, which I do. And I'm going to also just like pause the game and unpause it real quick to make sure and verify that the game refreshes itself. But 3, 2, 1, go. No. Yes. Come on. Oh boy. It's still in high. All right, we had to make it, had to take it out of high. It's still rolling, though. Yeah, this thing is an absolute freight train. Even, look, it's going against the current, like the current's not even there. This is one of the deepest spots in this river, and let's see if it can climb right out of it. Oh, easily, dude. Easily gets it done. 100%. All right, so let's park you up here and get it stopped. Now it's time for the Diablo F450. Now, obviously, this thing is not quite as tall or as huge in general as Monstermax 2 is, but I feel like it's honestly a lot closer to it in terms of size than most of the trucks you're going to find. So let's go ahead and spin it around real quick, get it right into the same general starting area. Getting a look at that bed-mounted Cummins diesel engine with the top-mounted turbo. All right, let me also verify that our suspension is in high mode. Okay, which it is. 3, 2, 1, go! Goes right into high. Come on! Is it gonna stall out or is it gonna stay in high the whole way there? Dude, it's gonna stay in high the whole way there! We didn't even have to take it out, and this is on the middle engine. Oh, we had to take it out right there at the end. Yeah, right there at the end to get it to climb out, we had to take it out of high, but, I mean, that's a small price to pay. It really, really is. That's an incredibly small price to pay. Wow, okay. So these things are already off to an incredible start. Not only are they off to an incredible start, but they're off to an incredibly close start. Now, I don't necessarily think rock crawling is any kind of way that these things would normally be compared, so we're going to bypass the rock crawling section of this map, which, by the way, if you guys are new to the game and you're curious as to what this map is, the map is Summer Testing Grounds, and you can access it on any system by going to your mod browser and then hitting either Y on an Xbox controller or triangle on a PlayStation controller, and then clicking Select Map. Now, you are going to be, well, actually, we're going to do this a little bit differently. Now, instead of running these sort of on the direction that we normally do, we're going to park you right here and see how far you can go in high before you start spinning and sinking. Now, I'm going to go ahead and set that guy right there. We're going to drive the Diablo F450 over there and park it on the other side of that pole. Now, obviously, the Diablo F450 is faster, but that increased wheel speed could actually make it sink in the mud sooner. Now, whoa. It's definitely a little bit trickier to keep in a straight line, but man, once it rolls the power on, it becomes an absolute, like, it becomes an absolute monster machine. See, right there, jeez, when it finally spools up and the boost hits, it's an animal, dude. It's an absolute animal. All right, let's move you around to the other side of this pole. Pole, post, whatever, what have you. All right, easy does it, sets it up. And it's good to go. Parking brake on. Now, Monstermax 2 is going to go first. So, let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. There we go. It's in high. And I am not lifting. It's still going. And it's still moving. It hasn't started to stall. I thought it was going to start to stall. I got to be careful not to lift off the throttle, though, because if I lift off the throttle now, it's probably going to stall. Dude, oh my god, it's actually able to work itself out of here in high. I mean, now I am working the steering quite a bit, putting those crane axles to use. Jeez. Holy crap, bro. That is next level insane. Are you going to make it to the fence? Bro, if this thing makes it to the fence, that is going to be absolutely insane. Now, I'm sure there's a bunch of people that are absolutely, like, screaming, take it out of high, you'll get more traction. But I was not expecting it to get this far in high. And at this point, I'm just curious to see how far it'll actually go at full wheel speed. Because right now, at this point, I mean, it's just clawing its way through everything. You're almost there. I mean, actually, I cannot even begin to describe how much of a difference it makes to be able to, like, use this four-wheel steer to kind of not quite crab walk it through the mud, but just kind of, like, you know, actuate it back and forth and just dig these monstrous trenches. You're almost there. You're almost there. This was all the way through that crap in high gear. That is just, like, holy next level. Come on. Once it touches the fence, it'll have it. Boom! Boom, 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 and it is done. Wow, it made it all the way in high. Now, I won't say it was the fastest run ever, but it did it. It most certainly did it. All right, now let's see what the Diablo F450 is capable of in 3, 2, 1, go. Definitely gets out of the hole quicker. This is where it's going to be sketchy. Oh, yep, that's where it's sketchy. Come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm trying to, like, actuate the throttle because I think I can vary the throttle input in this one and it will still have enough torque to pick it back up again. It's still moving. I haven't taken it out of high yet at all. As you can see, I tapped the clutch and you can see it's very much so still in high, but it's moving through it. It's not like it can't do it. It's a little bit of a slow go, obviously, but it definitely can do it. It's throwing the mud everywhere, though. Absolutely freaking everywhere. Come on, almost there. Man, lifting off the throttle and getting back onto it doesn't really seem to have all that much of an effect. Like, it's got a little bit of an effect, but, like, if it's in high, it's just kind of in high. It's just there, and it's gonna spin. It's gonna spin a lot. What's interesting is that, like, right about here, it stops digging trenches, whereas, like, Monstermax 2 dug trenches the whole way. I wonder if that's more of a texture thing with the game than it is with the truck, though, because, yeah, now it's digging trenches again. That's weird. And boom, there's the fence. That's super respectable from both trucks. Like, and now that we can take it out of high, obviously it's going to drive a little bit faster, but man, I just wanted to see how far they would make it in high, and they both incredibly impressed me. They both absolutely freaking impressed me. All right, let me bring Monstermax 2 back to the road because we have a little bit of an odd obstacle to set up. So let's see what these can do in terms of driving over things. And when I say driving over things, we're going to line up a little bit of a vehicle obstacle course. Now, vehicle obstacle course wise, I kind of want to make it somewhat even, and I also want to add a little bit of extra extra flair, if you will, to the mix by making it in the mud. So let's say we want to run a, well, we could run maybe some Boers, maybe some Azovs. But the thing about the Azovs is that they're kind of just like, it's like a lot of cab and just frame. So, oh, this is actually a really, this is going to be a really fun one. So, one MK38 there, one there, one there, and to finish it off, we will put a, let's see, what are we going to do to finish it? Oh my god. I think I know what I'm going to do to finish it off. Yeah, there we go. Freaking Cat 745C at the end. All right, so that's going to be for one of them. And then we're going to repeat the formula on the other side. So MK38 there, MK38 there, and MK38 here. Back that one up just a little bit. And then 745C down there. And now that that's done and ready, I am extremely curious to see what happens when we put both of these trucks against these, well, lines of truck obstacles, let's say. All right, let's back you up. It's going to be Monstermax 2 first. Now, we could do this one of two ways. We could try to launch at it with speed, or we could try to just crawl it. I think approaching it with like a little bit of speed, but not too much, is probably going to be the best way to do it. That's one MK38 down. Biggest thing is we got to make sure not to flip the truck over. Ooh, that was so close. That was absolutely like a total Monster Jam moment right there, though. That was awesome. They're all done. I'm gonna make this a little bit extra challenging. We're gonna go over the cab. Not bad, dude. Not bad at all. All right, now it's time for the Diablo F450. Now, obviously, we know this one's got the speed, but does it have the monster truck capability of being able to just effortlessly drive over the trucks in its path? All right, let's see what you've got. There we go. It seems to really like the formula of, like, climbing up the truck slowly and then giving it a lot of throttle on the way back down. It's gonna push this one over. There she goes. And same deal as the other side, we're gonna try to climb over the cab of the 745C. And boom, she does it. Wow, these things are both so good at that. They're genuinely so incredibly good at, like, just climbing over random obstacles. Now, I'm going to also swap into Monstermax 2 real quick, give it a good old repair and refuel, turn the handbrake off, go back to the Diablo, and now we're going to use the Diablo to encourage Monstermax 2 to follow us to the bridge jump. Y'all knew this had to be the final battle of it. Y'all knew it had to be the bridge jump at the end. No freaking doubt, dude. All right, let's see if we can make our way around these without, like, getting a bunch of extra damage. But you know what? I mean, heck, we're in two basically monster trucks. Why am I worried about, like, some cones and a small barricade? That's literally, that should be the last of my concerns. The absolute last. Oh, where are you going? You're backwards now. Thank you. I appreciate that. If you could, like, not be backwards, that'd be great. Oh, that'd be so great if you would not be backwards. Thanks, bud. I appreciate you. Yeah, please don't be backwards. Please and thank you. All right, now, let's actually get you out to the bridge jump without turning you completely backwards and flipping you around and basically ruining the drive there. Thing actually does a pretty good job of pulling it, though. It's got some, like, it's got some torque. It's got some pulling power. All right, we'll leave Monstermax 2 right there at the bottom, and it is going to be the turn of the Diablo F450 first. And let's see if we can, see if I can redeem myself from my previous run here. Because the last time I did this jump in the Diablo F450, I ended up in a glitch. Oh, no! Oh, the monster tires got stuck. The problem with this is the fact that, like, if I try to do it from the top, Obviously, if I do it in third person, the camera glitches under the bridge, and I can't see, like, fully where I'm going. There we go. There we go! How perfect was that? Oh my god, how perfect was that? I mean, apart from, like, phasing through a tree, that was about as perfect as you could possibly get. And it was completely and totally level and even in the air. That's rare that you ever have a truck that will be that level. Alright, Monstermax 2. Oh, do you not fit? You kind of fit. Yeah, you kind of fit. Oh, look at that working dash. So sick. Oh my god. Can barely see a thing. Dude, that was, like... that was insanely level as well. I mean, these two trucks are so well-tuned, so well-built, and so well set up that I really, at the end of the day, I feel like, I know this was supposed to be a comparison, but, like, it really is just up to your own personal choice with these two. These things are both absolutely incredible. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see y'all next time. Talk to y'all later.